Hello, my name's Rebecca Stevens, and I want to introduce myself by saying that having wended through quite a few years of life by now, I've experienced and know what it's like to be uncertain of one's path, but I also have experienced and know what it's like to be on the exact right path, and Everest taught me that. I think before Everest, in my early and mid-20s, I made decisions based perhaps on what I should do, what was expected of me, what was sensible. And well, Everest was the complete opposite of that. It was really a discovery, but it was nothing to do with safety or being sensible. Quite the opposite. I threw in a perfectly good job in the middle of a recession to go there. And of course there were risks on the mountain itself. But I just felt that I had to go. And my colleague at Indigo Sails, Roger Delves, would say that it was a categorical imperative. I had no choice. And he was right. I mean, it was just something that I felt so passionate about that I couldn't let go. And interesting, when I look back, it was really when I mustered the courage to sign a letter of resignation and give up a perfectly good job in order to go to Everest, that for the first time, absolutely the first time in my life, my inner wants, if you like, were completely aligned with my actions. And that's when the magic began. So nothing was hard work because I loved it, and nothing was too complex or overwhelming because I was just really curious about how to find my way through. And of course there are obstacles thrown in my path, there always are, but these were just things to overcome on the way to get to that mountain and ultimately to the top. So it was massive learning for me on that mountain, but if it all sounds a little bit obsessive, and I sometimes wonder that about myself, in actual point of fact, the biggest lesson that I learned on Everest was about other people. The fact that it would have been completely, utterly impossible for me to have climbed that mountain without Aung Pasang and Kami Cherry in particular, but all the Sherpas on the team, all the members of the British team. I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have gathered the support, the logistics and the emotional strength to do that. And I realised this was quite a revelation. It was also very humbling. You know, the realisation, not just climbing a mountain, but of anything, of any scale, one might say any significance, can't be achieved without a team. You know, it's all about that. And that's a wonderful discovery because that's what makes us human. It's through our relationships that we live, and not just with our family and our friendship groups, but with our colleagues at work as well. And as soon as we can really, really understand at a deep level that it's about reaching out to other people, inviting them to help, also of course helping them, this sort of interdependency, if you like, that we can really get things done. So I think if you were in a position where perhaps you felt that you wanted a little bit more direction or a little bit more purpose in your life, if you felt that you wanted a bit more connection or community, then we would have lots to talk about. As well, of course, as the pace, you know, how we pace ourselves through our lives, not to exhaust ourselves and those around us, and build resilience. I'd really enjoy that.